Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kelly and this is Scales of the Soul. If you haven't been here before, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. So I sat and thought about what I wanted to put the intention toward on this reading, and I thought, you know what? We got the new moon energy coming up. My whole brand is Scales of the Soul. I am a Libra myself. So I thought, you know what? Let's do a Libra brother and sister reading for this new moon. So for all my scale people out there, welcome to Scales of the Souls. Even if you're cross-watching, these energies can affect everyone. But let's find out specifically what this new moon energy is bringing about for Libra. Let's get into it. What do we have? First out, divine animals. Okay, that's pretty cool. Paying attention to our animal guides, our animal spirits. They're all around us. They are messengers from the divine, from the beyond. Totem animals are a really big thing that I use in my practice. I also have a shamanic background. So I have a lot of an animal tribe, animal medicine that I do work with very, very closely. You know, for those that choose to slow down and really connect to nature, animals are the greatest messengers. They show up in places and spaces that maybe are a little obscure sometimes. And those are clear messages from the universe to pay attention, to listen to what that animal is trying to bring you. Taking note of the odd occurrences when they do show up. Understanding what their message is and what it is that you need to tune into and hone in on. What else do we have? Nourish. What does nourishment look like to you? Is it taking time in solitude? Is it going and connecting with nature? Is it being around friends? Is it being physically active? Is it just relaxing and turning inward? Whatever that is for you under this new moon, you need to find that specific nourishment. So however that looks like for you, make sure you take time to really provide that space for yourself, because that's going to set the tone moving forward for the next moon cycle. For me personally, I love just going and getting lost in the woods, connecting to nature, disconnecting from society and the external noise. Just really connecting to self, slowing down, taking those pauses, listening to the inner workings and the messages from spirit, connecting to nature. You know, before all this modern technology came around, that's all we had. That was entertainment. That was nourishment. That was the guiding light for our ancestors. So whatever that means for you, some people, maybe it's, going to the gym and working out for 2 hours. Balance. I love that as well. Maybe it's listening to good music, going to see a concert. Maybe it's just finding a really good movie and hanging out with some good snacks. Whatever that nourishment means for you, take the time to do that for yourself, whether it's under this new moon or not. But either way, take that time. New moons are a blank canvas. It's that dark night sky. It is the opportunity to reflect, the opportunity to journal, to set intentions, to paint wildly in this blank canvas that you do have. Authentic truth. I feel like that is going to be a theme for you over this next month. Finding that authentic voice, speaking in your authentic truth, being real. Sometimes sometimes being real is really challenging. You know, we have to have real conversations with people sometimes that we may not want to. But the more honest you are with yourself, the more honest the relationships around you have to rise up to meet you at. So however your authentic truth looks, whatever that means for you, stand in it. Find your voice. Be honest. Be authentic. Be reciprocal to the energies around you. I'm also noticing that all, with the exception, well, I guess this one as well, but all three of these have a cross section, right? So you may be coming to a cross section in your path, in your journey, where you're not really sure which direction to go. And I think that's what this is really trying to tell me with these first three cards, is tuning into the animal messengers around you, slowing down enough to navigate and listen to their little idiosyncrasies of body language. Divine animals can be humans too, you know, but tuning into those non-vocal cues, slowing down in this nourishment space, whatever that looks like for you, quieting the mind, tuning into the body, and really tapping into whatever your authentic truth is, that will be revealed. And then we have grounding. Yeah, again, this that earth energy. So in shamanism, we do specific journeys. One of which is going to either the upper or lower worlds. In the upper world, there's, many ways that you can get there, but one of the ways is to visualize or imagine yourself exactly where you are, and then visualizing or imagining this light source or a tree that begins to grow this root system below you, grounding you into your space. Watching all of those electric patterns of energy intricately woven into one another. And as those come together and form the tree stump, that tree stump beginning to get larger and larger, growing past you, past your human experience, up into the clouds. Imagining this tree just getting larger and larger, larger than life, bigger than the planet, exactly like this visualization. Reaching up into the cosmos, expanding yourself as much as you possibly can. And in that upper world, those upper realms is where you connect to the celestial star beings, the ethereal, the otherworldly realms. So maybe that's something that you also need to do, is meditation in this new moon. Visualizing and imagining the expansiveness of your dreams, goals, desires, passions. Seeing yourself larger than life, knowing that you can accomplish anything that you set your mind to. That blank canvas, that dark moon, dark sky, whispers. Yeah. It's like the same coloration as the animal, divine animal card. Like I was saying, it's listening to the words that are unspoken. Those little whispers of intuition. I always say that the ego screams, the intuition whispers, that intuitive voice. It's just like the first quiet little response to something before our mind gets involved and starts creating this whole story around fear or challenge or why we shouldn't do something or whatever it may be. Our intuition whispers. So paying attention to those intuitive little notes. Maybe when you have certain interactions or you have challenges in your life, Go inward. Go get quiet. Get quiet and observe. Because it's the words that are unspoken are often louder and more clear and direct than any strong voice. Getting real spiritual on this one, guys. What else do we have here for my Libra brothers and sisters? Let's go. All my scale people, the weighing. We're always weighing, you know? We're always weighing the options. We're always back and forth between that heart and mind. I know. I know how it is. Always trying to find justice in every situation. It can be challenging. Remember to find that joy in your heart space. Although this is red, there is a heart in the middle. So that was the first thing that spoke to me, but another common theme. I did a reading yesterday and a lot of root chakra came up. So root chakra is, a lot more about your groundedness. It's that primal, carnal, raw, sexual energy, sensual. Tapping into that, tapping into what you desire, to what truly brings you joy, to what makes you feel secure in intimacy. And intimacy isn't always sexual. That can be just being in a vulnerable space. Intimacy can mean just feeling like you're heard and seen and held and taken care of. So tuning into those energies a little bit more on this new moon. That root chakra. Because by tuning into your root chakra, you're actually opening up your heart space. What else do we have for Libra and this new moon? Maybe one day I'll get into all the zodiacs, but for now, I'm just feeling partial to my Libra brothers and sisters here. Alignment. So with this alignment card, see if we can fit these all in here. Great. This alignment card looks a lot like the Ace of Swords to me. Some new ideas. Fresh beginnings. Intentions. Being in alignment with your authentic truth. Coming from the purest form of what you do desire. Because when we're actually doing the things that bring us joy, that inspire us, that make us happy, when we're aligned with that space within ourselves, that's when the true alignment, happens. We can do things all day long, just because that's what we think that we're supposed to based on society's standards. But until you're actually moving from the space in which you feel called to, your true highest calling, your authentic self, that alignment's always going to feel off. So maybe this is a sign for you today to maybe you're in a great space and maybe you're not. And if you're not, this is a sign to take a step back. Look at that canvas. Choose to be in alignment. Choose to find that groundedness, that stability, that joy. Because the more you vibrate at that level, the more you're going to draw that energy into your life, and the more abundance will eventually be birthed from that. All right, let's get into it a little bit deeper. Let's get some tarot on this. What does Libra need to hear for this new moon? What energies do we want to draw in? What insight do you have for Libra spirit? The High Priestess. Yes, I love her. One of my favorite energies. the great intuitive. There's just this innate knowing within the High Priestess energy. She doesn't falter or waver from her true path. There's this confidence, this dignity, this grace about the High Priestess energy, where she taps into the unknown, taps into the magic of life, and chooses to use that as her tool, her navigator, her compass, to guide her exactly where she would like to go, because she's always in her highest calling. And that can apply to male energy as well. This isn't just female or male. There's no gender specification on that. She's the female version of the magician, having all the tools and knowing which way to go. Got the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, let's go, baby. Love me some Wheel of Fortune. Okay, we're getting all the good cards tonight. Forward motion, a turning of events. Getting that ball rolling on new ideas. I like this like contortionist that they have on this card. Finding flexibility. Don't be so rigid in your, I don't know, I guess in what you thought maybe you had to be some certain way based on some old belief system. Find flexibility. Be able to bend and reshape ideas. Don't feel like you're stuck to any one thing just because it's already in place. Your reality can shift at any given moment. You're the only one that's in control of that. So knowing that all the tools that you need are within yourself to create this forward motion and create this next wheel. Spin it and roll it in the direction you want to go. What else do we have here for my little scales of the soul, Libras? Yes. Well, if that ain't the most perfect energy for a new moon, we got the Hermit and the World. Oh, the irony. I love it. The Hermit. I don't know about y'all, but I've been in hermit mode for the past, I hate to admit, couple of weeks, but definitely for the past couple of days. I'm really feeling a lot of energies. But specifically, just the introspection. We have Chiron in Cancer right now, and Chiron is the wounded healer. Bringing up a lot of kind of old wounds that were maybe deep-seated for people that maybe none of us have visited in a long time. But it's coming back around to show you a more healed version of yourself and to probably teach you even more lessons about choices in life. And that's part of the beauty of this new moon, that blank canvas, that dark space. Because it gives you the time and opportunity to illuminate, right? To light that lantern, to guide you on the new path. Because then on the other side of that, we got the Wheel of Fortune and the World. The world is harnessing every possibility. I'm hearing the song. I'm hearing the song. You got the whole world. In your heart, you got the whole world. Anyways, I can't sing. I'm not going to burn your eardrums with that one. But 2 world cards. Maybe travel is on the books. Maybe travel is on the horizon for some of you. Maybe that's how you find the nourishment. That's how you find your authentic truth. I mean, for me, definitely. When I travel, I just learned so much about myself and just being able to be immersed in other cultures and other experiences and other landscapes and putting yourself in a place that's not just your typical comfort, your typical known. learning about how the world ticks is pretty incredible. Profoundly altering, very insightful. So maybe for some of you, that's what your big healing is, and this is planning a trip. Go get on a plane. Go on a journey. Go do something. I'm feeling called to a few more tarot in this one. Let's see what else we got. I mean, those are pretty good. I don't know if I should even try to trump that right now. Got all major arcana, all spiritually guided. Libra, we're in good energy. Let's go, fam. I like this. Come on. Anything else, Spirit? Okay, we got one more. Whoop. We lost it. Well, whatever this card is wants to be hidden because I literally don't know where it just went. Okay, well, whatever that energy was, it wanted to be hidden. So, oh, there it is. Okay. We got the 8 of Cups. This is about being in your authentic voice, your authentic truth. She's got that fish hook in her mouth. For me, this is connecting. It's about that listening. I don't know if you can see it in this one. Sorry, my ring light's real bright right now, but she's got that fish hook in her mouth connected to her earrings. Remember how I was saying earlier, get real quiet in spaces or places that seem uncomfortable or in conflict or whatever it may be. Taking those pauses. Don't let your mouth hook you by your emotions. Sometimes you just need to hold space, listen, and let the truth be exposed. Sometimes it's not about speaking, it's about just listening. And a lot more truth. Yeah, a lot more truth will be your answer. Well, that was very specific for somebody. And the fact that it was hidden, there may be some hidden truths that are about to be exposed in this new moon. Maybe some people in your life that you had questioned, maybe exposed. There may be some serious hidden truths coming forward, and it may be a little bit hard to navigate through. And that's where this alignment and authentic truth voice come out. All right, Spirit. What else do we have for the Libras? Also, if you guys haven't already, this is a newer channel, so please like, subscribe, comment. Anything helps. It also helps me tune into your energies a little bit more so we can have a little bit deeper of an aligned reading. I really appreciate your support. I hope to grow this channel and continue on this journey, sharing this space and creating a community of like-minded people. If you want a personal reading, my link to my website is down below, scalesoftheskull.com. Scales of the Skull. That's actually a pretty cool name, Scales of the Skull. I like that. Anyways, maybe I need a rebrand. Yeah, if you want to book a personal reading, my website's down below. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you guys. Intention. Oh no, intervention. Ooh, maybe that's what this card's about, that divine intervention. There may be some truths coming out. Be careful about where you're pointing, who you're pointing at. We got all these snake energy in here, this transformation. But I'm not taking this as like a bad thing because these kind of look like a caduceus, like the medical symbol a little bit, the way that they're wrapped around. So there could be a divine intervention that comes forth. That could be some of what this truth is coming out. This truth card, this truth serum. It's funny, this pointing finger thing has been another theme in my readings lately. And somebody told me, which I think it's kind of funny, but also like very true, but be careful where you point because there's only one pointing outward and 3 pointing back at you. So oftentimes the things that trigger us and other people are quite literally just a reflection of things that we are uncomfortable with within ourselves. So having that awareness, having that consciousness about it, taking that pause moment to understand why you're being triggered in the way that you are. But it's through those that healing happens. When you quiet that mind, instead of just spouting off and reacting with your voice, take that pause and introspect and understand where it's coming from. And we got amplify. We got amplify here. Ooh, with the moon power. Let's go. I'm getting a lot from this. Amplifying from I'm being shown so many things right now. Being shown a microphone and being shown the moon and the darkness. Being that amplifying light. Being that reflection. Because that's literally what the moon is. It's the sun reflecting when it's lit up. Although it's not during the new moon, obviously, but looking into the reflection. Common theme here. Looking into the reflection. And taking the time to reflect. To maybe recalibrate on this crossroads you may feel like you're at. Understanding what you do truly want. Yeah. What do you want to create? What creation do you want to bring forth? What are you creating? What are you choosing to put your energy towards, put your energy in? I'm trying to see what this little fella is on here. I don't know. I'm seeing like the flying monkeys from Wizard of Oz. So I could be wrong. I'm not entirely sure what that little guy is, but I'm seeing those little flying monkeys from Wizard of Oz, which maybe there's some sort of laughter in, that circus monkey mentality of finding those moments of joy and those pauses to laugh and find comedy in spaces of discomfort or challenge. Or maybe that circus energy is going to give you some inspiration for your next creation if you're a creative person. I don't know. It's possible. Maybe you got to watch The Wizard of Oz. Maybe there's a message in that you need. Or there's also, I'm hearing, not my circus, not my monkeys. So not getting involved in other people's insanity because it's not your burden to bear. What is this? Abandon? Yes. And then we have abandon with some sort of angel carrying Saturn. We have abandon. Here, this way. Abandon. We have an angel carrying Saturn. Saturn is the karmic god of law and order. So abandoning burdens, I'm hearing. not carrying the extra weight of other people's chaos. Of, yeah, not my circus, not my monkeys. Like, not carrying the weight of other people's karmas. That's their journey. It's not yours. We all have our own, you know? I don't think anybody wants to carry more karmas than you came to this life with, right? I know I don't. All right, I'm pulling one more just because it came out. We got vision. It looks like a two-eyed hawk, or two-winged, two-headed hawk. On Saturn again, though. Which Saturn energy isn't bad, but Saturn's like the daddy. He will put you in your place real quick. That authoritative energy, right? Which isn't bad, you know. Saturn is structure. Saturn is, maybe that's something that you need to learn, is finding your structure and building out the structure for your vision, for what you do truly want, what you do truly desire. Having that precision, that Hawkeye view, right? Because when hawks are focused on their prey, I don't know if you've ever seen it on videos, but it's wild. Their head will literally stay pinpointed on their prey, not moving, as their whole body is just floating, keeping them flying. But their head does not move because they are so razor focused on their prey. I mean, it is, I wish I had that kind of focus, but you know, my brain doesn't work that way all the time. All right, let's move forward here. Couple more cards. What else do my Libra scale humans need to hear? Couple more cards, Spirit. Whoa, that was too many. Okay, we'll do that one. Okay. Well, and there we go. There's just further confirmation. Focus. Maybe that's something that we all need to hear, is having the focused intention of creating. Just making this like rose crown down here. I mean, beautiful angel. I was going to say something very inappropriate right now, and I'm going to refrain from doing so. But she does also kind of look like she has shibari on, so you know, some of that root chakra energy, you know, maybe that's where your focus needs to be, connecting to yourself in that divine way, you know, in that sacred, intimate way. I'm sorry, guys. Or maybe feeling like you're bound in some ways, you know, learning how to escape that bounded feeling. What else do we have? Enchantment. It's kind of another spirit animal, right? We got the unicorn. Is that a unicorn? Yep. Unicorn, a swan in the back. Maybe it's, you know, about connecting to ideas that maybe you think are just a fantasy right now. Pulling them out from that other vision, you know. Making your fantasies become your reality. In safe ways, guys. I don't know, between this shibari wrap and fantasy, like in safe ways, and make sure everybody's consenting if it's that fantasy we're thinking about. But in other ways, in creative fantasies and endeavors, or more creative, fantastical ideas, let them rip, man. This new moon is trying to harness that in, so bring them out. Let those ideas flow. I can't put this card down, but we have truth and integrity. Unfortunately, YouTube is very sensitive about body shapes, but we have truth and integrity. I'll hold this one up, but I won't put it down. I don't know if I can even do that, but we got, yeah, truth and integrity here. So again, that authentic truth, that authentic voice, while still being in integrity, not being rude or mean or condescending, and speaking your truth, being very eloquent and articulate in your delivery. And then we have surrender and release. Perfect energy to close out the new moon. She's carrying this pot full of water. Like, what are you not expressing? What are you not expressing emotionally that you feel like you are holding on to? Because if you don't surrender and release that, like, this is that outpouring, that breaking point. So, like I said, coming from that truth and integrity, that authentic voice, whatever this is, y'all need to express it. Write it down maybe during the new moon. Give it that time and space to mull over in your mind and speak it, get it out, whatever you're holding on to. Because it's, for some of you, it's to the point where it's about to break you. And we don't want that. So be in your authentic truth and voice. Let go of those emotions, those challenges. Because you know what? Whatever is meant for you, the right people or person will receive and nurture and understand. So with that being said, I'm going to roll the astro dice. I feel like this is an energy surrounding a timeline for whatever these ideas, these seeds that you have planted, these visions that you hold within yourself. I'm just going to give you kind of a timeline, I guess, for when those might be most auspicious. So let's see. We have, what do we have here? Well, hey, Libra. Sorry, that rolled really far. So in the timeline of Libra, September, October, we have Aquarius. That's February. And Aries, which is around March, right? So those might be auspicious times to really get the ball rolling on those ideas that you may have. Anyways, that is your reading. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and building this beautiful community with me. I look forward to the next one. I wish my Libra family all the blessings on this new moon. Good luck to you all. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.